Hi there guys, and welcome to day 6 of the Naturally Rawsome 7-day raw vegan challenge. And today we'll be having another super refreshing day because we'll have a lot of refreshments today. And for breakfast we'll be having my rehydrating summer juice, and the recipe for this super yummy juice is linked down in the description of the video. And it's basically made of watermelon, a lot of watermelon, which is super hydrating, sweet and absolutely delicious, plus a little bit of beet, grapefruit and ginger. And I'll bet it will get one of your favorites as well. And if you don't have a high-speed blender to make this super refreshing juice, then you could also leave out the beet and just blend up your grapefruit, watermelon and ginger with whatever blender you have and strain it, and you're good to go. But remember to drink this juice very slowly, because otherwise you might end up with a watermelon belly, and that is not very comfortable, I can tell you. So remember to drink your juices slowly and don't gulp them down. And for lunch we'll be having something super refreshing again, because we'll be making ice cream. And like on day 4 of this challenge, today you can also pick one of your favorite ice creams that you like, and I'll put you the link for my free ice cream ebook down below, where you can find tons of recipes, and you can also check out my channel for super yummy ice cream recipes from my ice cream series. So pick one of your choice and enjoy a super refreshing and super creamy ice cream for lunch. And as always, before we come to dinner, let's talk about some food combining stuff. Food combining is very important, and I don't know if you've already heard about it or not, but today I'll tell you why you should never eat this one with this one. Bananas and tomatoes are a no-go, and I'll tell you why. And when it comes to food combining, I'm the perfect example, because I'm very sensitive, and things like bananas and tomatoes are an absolute no-go for me, and it took me a while to find that out. So in the beginning I ate my bananas for breakfast and had some tomatoes for lunch, and since my bananas weren't properly digested and there were only 2 hours in between these meals, that led to some pretty horrible bloatings. And that's just what happens if you don't practice proper food combining. Because if you combine juicy fruits and not so juicy fruits, like oranges and bananas or tomatoes and bananas, then it can come to bloating, and that's not very comfortable. And another thing that I'm very sensitive is most of the people eat their salads with fruity dressings and mango sauces on their salads, and this is something I can do, because if I would add a lot of mango sauce on top of my salad, then I would end up being bloated as well. So I guess in my case that's also not proper food combining, and that's why I go for less fruity dressings and add more kind of vegetable fruits to my dinner salad dressings. But always listen to your body. What's true for me isn't true for you. You can try it and you'll see how your body reacts to it, and maybe you can eat fruits and salads and greens and be fine with it. So always keep experimenting, and your body will tell you what you can handle and what you can't. So now I'll show you my food combining chart that I've made a while ago, and that chart will show you that there are different categories of fruits, and it will also show you what you can combine and what you can't combine.
So at this chart you can see that fruits and vegetables are separated into different categories. Let's start with the melons on top right. they are all by themselves because melons digest way much quicker than all of the other fruits and are best eaten by themselves. And I also wouldn't necessarily combine watermelon and other melons because watermelon digests even faster than the other melons, so have either watermelon or the other melons. And the best thing to eat them is right in the morning on an empty stomach because then they digest very well. And another combination that would be okay is acid fruits with melons. Things like orange juice, lemon juice, passion fruit, kiwi, pomegranates, cranberries, berries in general, pineapple. All of these fruits combine well with melons, and for example, you can squeeze some lemon juice on top of your watermelon. That's a great combination. And acid fruits combine well with subacid fruits. And subacid fruits are things like apples, pears, mangoes, plums, peaches, nectarines, some kind of berries like blueberries that are not as acid, and apricots. And the next thing that combines well with subacid fruits are sweet fruits. And sweet fruits are usually much more dense in calories and less juicy, so they wouldn't combine well with the juicy acid fruits. Because if you combine this juicy and the dense fruit, then the dense fruit would digest a little slower than the acid fruit, and that would lead to indigestion. And sweet fruits are fruits like bananas, dates, figs, persimmons, papaya, but papayas can also be subacid, so some papayas combine well with acid fruits. And sweet fruits are also all kinds of dried fruits because they are dense in sugars and calories, but low in water content. And now, as you can see, sweet fruits, acid fruits, and subacid fruits all combine well with greens. Greens in general can be combined with all kinds of fruits, even though you shouldn't combine acid fruit, a sweet fruit, and a green. Now let's take a look at the greens. Greens is everything vegetable and lettuce-like, so spinach, chard, kale, cucumbers, corn, celery, peas. Yes, peas can be eaten raw. Cabbage, fennel, zucchinis, asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower. Everything of that is greens. And greens also combine well with proteins, fats, and starches. And another exception here is, as you can see, the acid fruit circle and the fat fruit circle doesn't touch, meaning it shouldn't be combined. But if you combine, for example, orange juice with avocado, that would still digest well, and it even improves digestion because of the acid fruit in it. And fats in general digest very slowly, so if you're eating your salad very late at night, be sure to add not necessarily a fatty dressing to it. And as I already told you before, even though the subacid fruit circle is touching the green food circle, for some people this combination is okay, but always try for yourself if your body likes it or not, and listen to what your body is telling you. Now let's take a closer look at starches. Starches are also kind of below because they digest slowly, and that is because they're very rich in starches. These starches first have to be transferred into simple sugars by our body, and this process takes time, so they digest a little slower than greens and fruits. So as a general rule of the thumb, I'd say always take a look at the texture of the fruit. For example, if you combine grapes and oranges, it's both juicy, so that might be a well combination. And if the textures are more dense, then these two fruits also combine well.
So now that we know a lot about food combining, we can start heading over to dinner. And for dinner, you have 3 different options, or let's say you have 1,000 options with 3 dressings. Because for dinner we'll be making a huge bowl of lettuce with your favorite kind of toppings like tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, corn, whatever you like. And I'll show you my top 3 dressing recipes. And these are my favorite 3 dressings that I usually use almost daily, especially the pepper one because it's so yummy, and the one with pineapple and zucchini is the one that my family usually uses, and it's super yummy and they always eat that kind of dressing. And the third one is something that I do whenever I have coconut yogurt, and that is something super yummy that you can make at home. So let's head over to the kitchen and I'll show you my top 3 dressing recipes and how to make a super yummy bowl of lettuce for just yourself. Yes, we'll eat a lot of greens because they are very important due to their high mineral content that is not found in fruits. So for dinner, it's all about the lettuce.
For dressing number 1, you will need 1 chopped up zucchini and about a cup of pineapple chunks, and you could also use frozen and defrosted pineapples if you don't have fresh ones. And you'll also need a half of a small avocado and a handful of basil leaves. For dressing number 2, which is my favorite, you will need a chopped up long sweet pepper, 1 chopped up zucchini or 1 chopped up peeled zucchini, a stalk of celery, 5 to 6 slices of sun-dried tomatoes, and a little bit of herbs of your choice. And dressing number 3 is a coconut yogurt dressing. And to make the coconut yogurt, all you need is 3 ingredients: the meat and the water of a young coconut and a probiotic capsule. And when you have all that, blend up the meat and the water until they are smooth and super creamy, just for a few seconds, and then add in your probiotic capsule, stir it in, and fill it into a jar. Voila! Cover it slightly and put it on a warm spot, not hot spot. Let it sit there overnight, et voila, the next morning you have your coconut yogurt. And for the dressing, you will need about a half a cup of coconut yogurt, a little bit of herbs of your choice, either dill or dried herbs, plus cilantro, parsley, whatever you like, chopped up, and eventually the juice of a lemon or a lime. So for the dressing, combine the coconut yogurt with the lemon or lime juice and the dried herbs or fresh herbs. Give it a quick stir. Et voila, dressing is ready. Isn't that a simple, super delicious dressing? I love yogurt dressings, don't you? And for the other 2 dressings, all you gotta do is add up all your ingredients into a mixer or blender. In this case, pineapples, zucchini, basil, and avocado. And then blend it all up until it is super smooth and creamy as always. Et voila, dressing is ready. Isn't that creamy? Wow. Now chop up a salad of your choice and add it into a big bowl. And also chop up some toppings and ingredients of your choice. In my case, corn, some tomato, and cucumber slices. Then add this on top of your salad and pour your favorite dressing on top. And I love my pepper dressing pretty much every day, so I'm using this one. Give it a toss, et voila, grab your sticks and start eating. Because I love eating with sticks. It's so yummy. And if you like, you can also transfer your salad into a smaller bowl and decorate it with more tomatoes and edible flowers to make it look pretty and to take super cool pictures.
So that's it for day 6 of my raw vegan challenge. I hope you enjoyed and liked all of the information and recipes and enjoy every meal of your day. And if you want to get even more inspiration and tips about the raw vegan lifestyle, then you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Snapchat, all at Naturally Rawsome, where I post stuff daily. And if you liked and enjoyed this video, then please be sure to give me your thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to not miss out on any valuable information. And yummy recipes, of course. Now I'm wishing you a super awesome 6th day of your challenge and see you guys tomorrow for another epic day. And until then, remember, keep it light and simple, and as always, naturally rawsome. Bye! See you tomorrow!